It's a sad thing to say, but the Toledo area is a hotbed for human trafficking, and those who survive the ordeal need all the support we can give them. Celia Williamson, director of the Human Trafficking and Social Justice Institute at the University of Toledo, joins us with an event we can all enjoy and provide assistance to survivors at the same time. Good morning. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for the opportunity.
Absolutely. The 4th of July holiday is coming up on Monday. We celebrate our freedom, and yet we know that, that's not the case for everyone here in this country. There are people who are, enslaved in this human trafficking.
Absolutely, even in our own very community. So on July 2nd, we're having an event called Give True Freedom this Independence Day, as you're enjoying your family and your barbecue and your freedom in this country. Let's remember that there are people in our own community that are struggling to be free from their traffickers, and also just free from their trauma and trying to move from a victim to a survivor to eventually a thriver.
So you have this fundraiser. It's coming up on the 2nd, and it's at the Toll House. It's actually down the street here from the station on Summit. Tell me what people can expect if they come out to the fundraiser.
Well, first we want to promote the Toll House because it's a wonderful locally owned establishment. And when you come out, we're going to talk about human trafficking, and not just the tragedy of human trafficking, but really what we are doing in this community to combat it. And we're doing an amazing amount of activities, and we need support to continue to help survivors. And so it's not just doom and gloom, but we will paint the realities of what is happening in our community, but also hopefully inspire people to get involved, because we are doing all kinds of things to combat it, from policy work all the way to direct service work.
Yeah, and when you talk about there's a prevention tool in here and ways to combat it, but also to help these survivors, what types of things are being done here in our community to help them?
Well, we have a Lucas County Human Trafficking Coalition, which is made up of about 30 different agencies, including the FBI, Children's Services, Juvenile Court, and a host of other mental health and substance abuse programs. We have a University of Toledo Human Trafficking and Social Justice Institute that does research and evaluation and coordinates the community. And in our very own community, we host the largest and oldest academic conference in the world called the Human Trafficking and Social Justice Conference. It happens every September. We've brought in over 47 countries, and all 50 states have participated right here in our very own community.
That's really, taking the lead on this very serious issue. And you mentioned a couple of children's agencies there. When we talk about human trafficking, I think a lot of parents are like, oh, it's somebody grabbing someone at the mall or in a parking lot or something. And unfortunately, those things do happen. But really, with human trafficking, we want to raise awareness about the fact that it doesn't typically work that way. These children are, being lured into relationships with people who they come to trust, really.
Yeah, thank you so much, because that is so accurate, and it's so misunderstood. Many people thinking that people are snatched and grabbed and kidnapped and chained, and while there's a rare occurrence of that happening, most times it is about building relationships and manipulating young people and then getting them caught up and ensnared in these types of situations. So we want to set the record straight, because we want to protect every child in Lucas County, and that means we need the professionals and the parents and the neighbors and the coworkers to understand the reality of how human trafficking works.
Right, and look for those signs, look for things that might just seem a little bit off, and keep your eyes open and really be paying attention, because it, many times can be happening right in front of us, really. So we want to raise that awareness, and we want to raise the money too. So people who want to come out to the fundraiser, do they need to get tickets ahead of time?
They can go to the Lucas County Human Trafficking Coalition's website, and they can buy tickets there. But if they're old school and they would like a paper ticket, we absolutely have those and be happy to deliver those to you. Come on out, have fun, see all your people. We are your people. We are your tribe. We're doing the work in your community. So come and just join with us and, fellowship with us and have a good time.
Very good, Celia. Thank you so much for all your work on this. We appreciate it. Thank you for joining us this morning.